Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about how to identify that if a person will become successful in civil services or not, and what are different types of combination which makes a person successful in civil services like IAS, IPS or IFS, okay, and IRS also. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please don't mention that in my below comment section, okay. So let's begin. So there are three steps in order to identify that person will become successful in civil services or not. That is, civil services means IAS, IPS or IRS, even IFS also. So in order to become successful in civil services, follow these three easy steps that I am going to tell you, okay. Now the first step is the houses. So the houses will play a major important role in a person's life. So what are the types of house, different houses which helps the persons to get a very good post in civil services like IPS, IAS or IFS and even IRS also. Now the second step is the Karaka planet or the significant planet. Why Karaka planet, significant planet? Because these planets represents the government like sun, okay, like moon, which I'll explain it in this video only, okay. But I'm going to first briefly tell the steps, okay. Now the third step is the combination of for step 1 and step 2, which gives you step 3. That is the combination of the houses with respect to the planets, that is the Karaka planets. And you need to see even the yogas also. Why yogas? Because yogas is very important for a person in order to getting a very high status in the society, okay, and it gives very good name, fame and all. That is known as the Raj Yoga, okay. Now Raj Yoga can be anything. Let's say Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga, Panch Mahapurush Raj Yoga and all. So which I will explain in this video only, okay. Now coming to the step 1. See, the step 1 is the houses. So what are the important houses which signifies the civil services? See, mainly the first house, which is the ascendant, okay, which is the most important for each and every person's life, okay. See, ascendant shows self, okay, self efforts. It also shows the attitude, its characteristics and everything. If first house lord are good, it shows that the fame will come to him, okay, to the person, and it also shows that person attitude and character towards the society is very good. Now the second house, okay. Now second house is very important house for any person because it shows the source of income, okay. How the person is getting his source of income, from which areas of life is getting, in which career areas of life is getting source of income. Now coming to third house. Why third house? Because third house in civil services very important house, which represents the it's a hard working house, okay. It is also the house of self efforts like the first house itself, but it is more than the first house, which represents, it's a first Upachaya house also, okay. It also a house of courage, bravery and all, because in order to become a civil servant, okay, like IAS or IPS, you need to have very good courage and all, okay. Now next important house is the sixth house. Why sixth house? Sixth house is the house of service to other people, okay. Sixth house is the house of service itself, giving service to the public, so which is very important in civil services, okay. Now coming to next important house is the eighth house. Why eighth house? Eighth house is the house of transformation. Eighth house is house of change, okay. Change in the environment, bringing change in the public, okay. That represents eighth house, which is very important in IAS and IPS, okay. Now next important house is the 10th house. Why 10th house? Okay, 10th house is the house of your career itself. If 10th house and its lord are very beautiful place, it will give very good results in your career, okay, where in which career you choose. Now coming to other houses, fifth house is very important, okay. Why fifth house? Fifth house is the house of intelligence, because in order to write a civil service exam, you need to be very intelligent in that, okay. Many people write civil service exam, but only few of them passes with the highest rank, because their fifth house is very strong, okay. That represents fifth house, which is house of intelligence and all, okay. And you need to check the condition of your ninth house also. Why ninth house? Ninth house represents the house of fortune, whether your fortune is related with your career in civil services or not, okay. So these are the houses that I told you which are very important, okay. Now I repeat the houses. The house, first house, is very important. Second house and its lord is very important. Of course, first house and its lord is important. Now third house and third house lord is very important. Fifth house and fifth house lord is very important. Sixth house and sixth house lord is very important. Eighth house and eighth house lord is very important. Ninth house and ninth house lord is very important. And finally the 10th house and 10th house lord, which is the house of your career. Okay, so these are the houses which are very important in order to, which signifies the civil service sector. Okay, now coming to step 2. Now in the step 2 you need to check the Karaka planet or significant planets which represent civil services mainly. Now the first most important planet is the sun. Okay, why sun is the most important planet in civil services? See, civil services is all about the government thing. Okay, it represents giving service to public. Okay, government, it's all about giving services to public mainly and all. Now sun represents government. Sun is a kingly planet. So if sun is strong in your birth chart, that is exalted in your own sign or Multrikon sign, that represents you will be able to get a very good civil service job. Okay, now coming to second most important planet is the moon. Why moon? See, sun represents central government. Okay, whereas moon also represents government, but it is like a state government or local government. Okay, now the third most important factor is, see, if moon is very well placed like exalted or in one sign, it will give very good civil service job also. Sun and moon should be very strong in your birth chart or horoscope. Okay, now coming to, that is the D10 chart also. Okay, now coming to the third important planet is the Jupiter. Why Jupiter? Jupiter represents it's an administrative planet. It's a manager. It's like a manager administrating. Okay, so civil services, it's all about administrating the. Okay, see, what is IAS? IAS nothing but Indian as Administrative Service. See, administration is very important for that. Jupiter planet is very important for them also. Okay, now the next important planet is Mars. Why Mars? Because Mars is the planet which signifies your energy, your physical strength, how much very good is your physical strength and all. So if Mars is very well placed, like producing very good Raj Yoga, okay, like Panch Mahapurus Raj Yoga, like Ruchak Raj Yoga and all, and if it is exalted in your own sign, that in Kendras or Trikonas, it will give very good results. Okay, now the next thing is, next planet is the Saturn. Why Saturn? Because Saturn is the Karaka planet for your career itself. If Saturn is very badly placed, no matter what other all planets is very well placed, if Saturn is very badly placed, then your career will be very bad. Okay, because Saturn, which is the Karaka planet, which supports your career, that represents how well your career will be. So that is why Saturn is the most important planet regarding your career also. So these are the different kinds of planets which signifies civil services. Now I'll repeat once again. The first important planet is Sun, because Sun is the central government. It represents government in each and every country. If Sun is very powerful in your birth chart, that is in your horoscope, like exalted or one sign or Multrikon sign, it is very helpful for you in civil services and all. Second most important planet is the Moon. Why Moon? Because Moon is like a government, state government or local government, which is also it's the government itself. Okay, which should be very strong, like exalted on one sign or in a Multrikon sign. Okay, now coming to third planet is Jupiter. Why Jupiter should be strong? See, Jupiter represents administrative planet. Jupiter is an administrative planet which manages everything, okay, in the society and all. Now Jupiter see, like IAS and all. What is IAS? As I told you, Indian Administrative Service. Even in other countries also, people can do civil services also if Jupiter is very strong, because it represents administration. Now coming to the fourth most important planet is Saturn. Why Saturn should be very strong? See, Saturn is the main Karaka planet for the career. Okay, if Saturn is only not strong in your birth chart, your career will be very bad. So if Saturn is very well placed, okay, then career will be very good. And another planet that I forgot to tell is the Mercury. Why Mercury? Because Mercury is a planet of intelligence. Okay, if Mercury is very well placed, then you will see there will be many number of examination, tough examination, like in India mainly the civil service exam is very tough in order to get in a highest top rank like top 25 or and all like that. So for that, Mercury should be very strong in the birth chart. It should be exalted because Mercury represents your intelligence. If your Mercury is not strong, then you have a very bad intelligence. Okay, so these type of things it represents. So mainly Mercury should be strong in order to pass exam in civil services. Okay, now step 2, these are the planets. In order to find it out in your birth chart, it should be very strong. So this is about step 2. Now coming to step 3. Okay, so in the step 3, mainly the combinations you need to see. What are the successful combinations which makes a person very good in civil services? So step 1 and step 2, we need to see combine those combinations. Like say for example, the first house lord, second house lord, third house lord, fifth house lord, eighth house lord, and the 10th house lord should be combined together. Find even for the 5th house lord, they should all combine or conjuncted together and sitting in their houses only. Okay, now what do you mean by that? See, it's nothing but if first house lord seated in the 10th house or 10th house lord seated in the first house, or first house lord and 10th house lord conjuncted in each other in their houses only, that is in the first house or 10th house itself. Now if first house lord is in the second house lord in the first house, or even second house lord in the 10th house lord in the second house, or even 10th house lord in the third house lord in the 10th house, 10th house lord in the 8th house, or 8th house lord in the 10th house. Okay, that's these are the different types of combination. You need to check if any planet is conjuncted in these houses also. That is what I told, the houses, that is the first house, second house, third house, fifth house, 8th house and 10th house, in these houses itself. Okay, if they conjuncted in this particular house, then it shows civil services. Okay, now coming to IAS, I already told you, Jupiter is the main planet for Karaka planet for IAS. So Sun, Moon, Jupiter should be connected to the 10th house or ascendant or 8th house itself, which shows a person interested in civil services, or you will get a very good job in civil services. Now coming to IFS, now forest services. So Indian forest services, or in any country forest services is there, then you need to check the condition of Rahu, because Rahu represent foreign things and all. Rahu represent forest. Okay, so if Rahu is connected to 10th house or 10th house lord or anything in this house lord, that represents you will become a very good forest officer. Okay, that is in any country. So these are the different types of combinations which represent civil services, successful in civil services. Now coming to D10 chart, in D10 chart also these combinations should be checked. Okay, that is these parameters should be checked, and it should be giving a very good strong indication of becoming a civil services in D10 chart also, which promises of becoming IAS, IPS or IFS or even IRS also. And even in any other countries you can also become say a very good civil services also, very good in civil service. Okay, now another important thing is that you need to check the yogas also. Why yogas? Because yogas gives a very good name and fame in the respected society where person is working. Okay, which is the Raj Yoga. See, when 9th lord and 10th lord is conjuncted in a particular house in any birth chart, which is also known as Dharma Karmadipati Raj Yoga, which is where 9th house is the house of Dharma, 10th house the house of Karma, which is also known as the Karma Sthana. When 9th house and 10th house lord are conjuncted in particular house, that is known as the Dharma Karmadipati Raj Yoga, which give person very good job in particular career. Okay, it can be anything, he will be very respected and all with name and fame. Okay, so it can be any Raj Yoga, it can be Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga, like 10th lord in the 9th house, or even 5th lord in the 4th house, 4th lord in the 5th house, or 1st lord in the 5th house, 5th lord in the 1st house, 9th lord in the 1st house, 10th lord in the 1st house, 10th lord in the 5th house, 5th lord in the 10th house. It can be anything. So these kind of Raj Yogas represent civil services. Okay, which give person very good name and fame in the society. So this is it for today, guys. In the next coming video, I am going to do about the planet through Navamsa. I will continue it. Okay, in the previous video I did Rahu in the first house of D9 Navamsa chart, but in the next video I am going to continue about planet in the first house of D9 Navamsa chart. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I will see you in the next video. Okay, so thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.